The storm rolled into Beaufort like a relative with way too much baggage and no plans on leaving.
It froze everything,
including our poor RV Trinity.
So we did what any rational people would do.
We ran off to Savannah.
A weekend of childhood nostalgia, trolley rides, ghost tours, and Craig's first run-in with fried green tomatoes at the infamous Pirate House. He's still emotionally recovering.
But vacation's over.
The repairs are back, and this is Recalculating Route, where the food's fried,
the RV's fallen apart, and somehow this still counts as living the dream.
Holy crap. Oh, that is like nothing but ice.
What an absolutely beautiful winter morning in South Carolina. This is insane. I'm outside. Everything is covered in snow, and I'm looking at Spanish moss under a blue sky. It does not make a lot of sense. It's a little bit right this morning. Can't say that there's anything really fun about freezing your butt off in the morning to dump your tanks. Probably should have thought about doing this last night. I'm gonna go check out to see if I need to get all the ice off of the car to see how bad it is. That is pure solid ice crap. So pretty much none of this is snow. There's nothing fluffy about this. Look at the consistency of it. So, time to get the car started, get the ice off. Crap. Pure crap ice. That's about good enough for now. I'm gonna go inside and warm up my fingers because they are frozen.
it's sweater weather. I'm trying not to bust my ass.
Come on. You're fine. Look at that. So graceful. Well done, honey.
It's ridiculous. I make it down 2 steps and you tell me well done.
Well, I did not make it down those 2 steps and I lost a toenail. I cannot believe that we're in Beaufort right now. It just doesn't make sense to like visually see it. I would not think twice if we were in Colorado, in the Midwest. You know, it's just crazy how this storm has been chasing us ever since we left the Quad Cities. In the low country, it doesn't snow very often.
But when it does, it truly makes everything more magnificent.
We brave the frozen streets of Beaufort,
Past historic homes that have stood since before the Civil War.
just to soak in the rare mix of southern charm and chaos.
Honestly, it's like midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, but with frostbite. Cannot believe I am at home in Beaufort, South Carolina, and crunching in the snow.
It is wild to see the old oyster concrete. I don't know why it was so common practice, especially back in the 90s, late 80s, whenever we were here growing up. It seemed like they put oyster shells in concrete everywhere around here. I wonder why. Probably just large abundance of source.
An abundance of oysters
Yeah.
in the area. It's a marsh area.
I got something to show you.
Oh Lord. Whenever that comes out of your mouth, it's normally not a good thing and definitely not something I can record.
No, look. That was a good picture.
Oh, that's nice.
In today's episode of Influencers Gone Wild.
Let's go.
Figured just get a couple of these chunks off before we hit the interstate.
That's probably a good idea.
Beaufort still had its southern charm, just trapped under a sheet of ice like it was cryogenically frozen for the sequel.
Downtown, a skating rink. The historic homes stuck in a time warp. And the roads?
First casualty of the day. After weeks of stress and RV repairs, we knew it was time to cut our losses.
Savannah was calling. Less snow, warm beds, and not a tow truck in sight.
Are you messing with me while I'm doing my eyes, Craig?
Is this distracting at all?
Yeah, it's a little distracting. Definitely a little distracting. Thanks, appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Good morning. I'm pushing the button, Craig.
Nemo!
Oh, good for her.
No, I am not one of those people that steps in front of everybody else on the elevator. And if you are one of those people, just remember to please be kind. Remember, people have to get off before you get on.
Okay, boomer. Savannah is such a walkable town. It is so amazing because everywhere you look, you see so many people out with their families, with their dogs, babies in strollers. It feels like a really peaceful community.
Feels like a European city, doesn't it?
You know what? It really kind of does.
Yeah. The last patches of snow. Proof that Craig is a...
This is just crazy. I cannot believe that there are still little small remnants of snow just kind of floating around. It's 70 degrees outside. People are everywhere, jogging, tank tops, shorts. It is crazy to think how the weather changed in just a few days.
The iconic image of Savannah in 3, 2, 1. Here in Forsyth Park, you will find struggling artists, everyone riding bikes through. It's just a great bit of green space that can be enjoyed by everybody on a beautiful day like today.
One of our favorite ways to explore city is the hop-on, hop-off tours. It's basically sightseeing for lazy people.
And we're not ashamed. The trolley does all the hard work. We just sit back, point at pretty buildings, and let someone else tell us the history.
By the end, we've seen half the city, learned a few ghost stories, and didn't even break a sweat.
No blisters,
No backtracking.
just a front row seat to Savannah and all its mystery.
As you step off, you'll see Kevin Spacey and Forrest Gump.
Right there.
Oh yeah, right there. Very cool. All right, I want to step off first.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
So what I was saying is that I've been sitting here reminiscing. This is a magnolia tree, and I grew up with my grandmother having a magnolia tree in her front yard that I wasn't allowed to play in. I'm a tomboy, so of course I always got in trouble for climbing in the magnolia tree and breaking off branches. So every time I see a magnolia tree, especially in a setting like this so close to home, I think about my Nana.
One thing that must be said, Savannah is famous for the movie Forrest Gump, which happened right here in Chippewa Square. If you want to know exactly where the bench was at, as the bench is now gone, it's been replaced by a garden. Easiest way to identify it though is look for the Chippewa Square sign and a retaining wall directly behind it. Oh my God, check this out. This is hilarious. I just saw this earlier today. They have Hearst Ghost Tours here in Savannah with the roofs cut out so you can just cruise around and get a view of all of downtown Savannah.
Did you see the skeleton hanging out the
Yes.
passenger side? That
I
was
thought that was
awesome.
so funny as hell. I was like, props, lots of creativity. Give me your best R.
So I was wondering where the pirate flag is. It's around the other side where the entrance is at. That's where the pirate
You were
flag
so
is.
concerned. You're like, where's the pirate flag?
It's the pirate house. How can you have the pirate house and a pirate flag? Oh my God, this is so cool. We have this whole area to ourselves.
I think that I need to try some fried green tomatoes.
Then we shall try fried green tomatoes.
Didn't you say that you like those?
I said that you should definitely try them.
Oh, shit.
So we went ahead and put in for a couple of appetizers. We ordered fried green tomatoes and I ordered Savannah's famous crab dip. They're two things that he has to try if he has ever been in the South, and if you guys agree with me, comment below.
Crab dip,
Perfect. Oh, that looks so
fried green
good.
tomatoes.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, y'all, so if you've never had them before, you've never been to the South, introduced to beautiful Southern soul food, these are fried green tomatoes. And it should be some type of arugula. Here we have Savannah's famous crab dip with toast points. It's really good. So, dig in, Craig.
Full disclosure, I have my napkin just in case if I am less than enthusiastic about the taste of it. Oh, that's pretty dang good. Not needed. It's actually pretty good.
All right. Okay, next on our menu, fried green tomatoes.
How them tomatoes?
Dinner was Southern comfort on overdrive. Fried chicken, sweet potatoes, and cobbler so rich it could haunt you all on its own.
Craig may never forgive me for the fried green tomatoes.
And my advice is you don't have to eat them at all.
But the real thrills came from our waitress swearing a ghost still haunts the pirate house.
Turn this way. I was sweeping in this corner. I turn around to look at whoever was in the doorway because I figured someone had to be in there messing with the light switches right there, and no one was there. But the second I turned around, a full-grown man voice was screaming in my ear.
You're kidding
And I'm like,
me.
there's nobody in the room with me.
So naturally, we decided the best idea was to follow it up with a haunted pub crawl.
Because nothing says great decision like mixing booze with ghosts.
God damn it, Craig.
So what were you just saying about the vibe around here?
I hate you. I hate you.
No, you don't.
Should I just open the door?
Do it.
It's just the two of us?
Yeah, it's just the two of us tonight.
No way.
Yeah, just the two of us. Did you want?
Private tour.
Do you want?
What's your news, Abby?
Drinking. A little liquid courage never hurt anybody. Cheers.
This is gonna be freaking awesome.
What do you think about the sangria?
I'm feeling it already. It's really good. I got a feeling that the video is gonna start getting a little bit more interesting. I cannot promise there will not be nudity in this video before the end of it.
I can.
Now, the Kehoe House was originally built in 1892 for a man named William Kehoe. Kehoe was an iron craftsman here in Savannah, so just about everything you see on this house that's painted either white or gray is made almost entirely out of iron. Kehoe also knew that wood would never support all this weight on the outside for a long time, so he had the house framed out of steel rather than wood. It's one of the first homes in the States to be done that way. So if y'all are ever around and there's a hurricane or something, and you can't
That's the place to go.
I'll be in here, yeah. You'll meet me in the lobby. Now people will hear children playing in the hallways here, loudly in the middle of the night. You open the door, there's nobody there. People have felt tickling on the bottom of their feet as they were laying in bed at night, or heard giggling from corners of their rooms. There are direct descendants of William Kehoe still here in Savannah, and they've been asked about the stories of the Kehoe kids. According to those family members, these stories are all bullshit. It's a good, gruesome Kehoe family story to go with the Kehoe house, but more than likely, tour guides made it up. The hauntings are very real, however. They have countless reports of hauntings, and they actually don't allow children to stay in the hotel. So the giggling in the hallway, there's no mistaking that has to be a ghost, because they have to be 25 or older to stay here.
Hello.
Next stop, the 1790 bar, where they serve cocktails in plastic cups with a tale of heartbreak on the side.
Anna's the headliner here, the ghost who jumped after her lover never returned. Now she spends eternity yanking sheets and redecorating rooms for guests who didn't ask for a makeover.
You two are just funny as hell.
With to-go cups in hand and zero chance of sleeping, we hit the streets again. Somewhere along the way, we heard about Margaret, the ghost cat who supposedly protects Savannah's young women.
Honestly, at that point, we were just hoping she'd walk us back to the hotel so we didn't look so drunk. But instead, our guide marched us straight into a horror movie. Welcome to Colonial Park Cemetery.
This is the oldest existing cemetery in the state of Georgia, and it's one of the oldest in the nation. So they first started burying here in 1750, but by 1853, they could no longer dig without already finding a body buried.
Thousands of yellow fever victims and duelists are buried here. And in true Savannah fashion, the city just paved right over them.
Which means, if I faceplant on my way out, it's officially the ghost's fault and not mine. Had a little bit too much. I can't get
What
the
was that,
koozie
Tabby?
in. So I've had a little bit drink. I'm still.
How was your ghost tour, love?
Oh, that was so much fun. It felt very personable.
Yes.
You know, but it was just us, so it kind of was personal, but can you help me?
No, I'm getting this on film.
Mom, your son's being mean to me.
So with that being said, I'm gonna get my tipsy ass wife back to our hotel room. We're gonna call it a night and we will see you guys in the morning.
A little too loud and a little too early after last night, but I've got coffee. We're gonna go down to River Drive, show you guys some of the places I used to go to as a kid.
Historic steps used at your own risk. I can see why. Look at the size of these steps. They're massive.
Go, girl.
All right, so do we walk up them?
No.
Yes, we walk up them. Let's
You
go.
have fun.
Ooh, this will be a little bit of a leg burner after walking over 7 miles yesterday and going on our ghost story pub crawl, which was an absolute blast. Oh, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad at all. I thought you weren't doing it, Tabitha.
Everything's a competition, Craig.
Was you afraid you was gonna miss out on the fun, Tabitha?
No, I had FOMO. Did it. Okay, so for perspective, you guys, you want to see how deep these stairs are? Watch this. So it goes up to almost my knee, and I'm 5'8". So that's a leg burner. That's what he's talking about. There's no shame in going down sideways.
I also need to copy this for insurance verification purposes.
You're not a nice person, Craig.
What was that? What were you just doing, Tabby?
We're not putting that on camera. I thought it was pulling up my leggings. I was not pulling up my underwear. It was a very uncomfortable feeling.
Good to know. Okay, so on a side note, that was really cool. We got here just in time to see a massive container ship come by. So that was really neat. One of the things that we were hoping to do was to be able to come down here by River Drive and see a ship come by, and it just happened to work out perfectly.
It's one of my favorite movies. One of my all-time favorite movies, Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. Let's go in here.
Let's go.
Okay. Dunking grown-ups.
Dunking grown-ups.
That was us last night.
Feel the force of these nuts. Really, Tabby?
Would you like that one better?
Old salty bastards. Does anybody else's wife just torment them nonstop, or am I just the lucky one?
Yeah. I think that about describes our weekend. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
You're the one that suggested you wanted to get a pineapple.
But I wanted to get a pineapple so that I Okay, so if you don't know anything, we learned something new yesterday about the reference of a pineapple. So if you see pineapples on top of pillars anywhere in Savannah, it was a hostess thing. So if the hostess wanted to invite all of the guests in, she would put the pineapple up on top of the pillars. And when she wanted everybody to leave, instead of telling them to leave and being rude to her guests, she would just turn the pineapple upside down and everybody would know it was time to come home. So, but today, it's a whole different meaning. So I don't think we're gonna get the pineapple. I think we're gonna leave the pineapple where it's at. We're getting the pineapple one.
Looks like things are gonna get a little more interesting.
Ready to go to the candy shop? Take you to the candy shop.
I'm definitely down to go get something sweet.
You got something sweet.
What?
Me?
What? The smell inside here is just insane. It literally is like you're in a movie theater. It smells so good.
Butter and sugar and everything fattening, doesn't it?
Everything.
It's great.
What is that?
A Rice Krispie treat.
That's a Rice Krispie treat? Oh, hell no. This place is absolutely insane. They have just about everything that you can imagine here and things that have been discontinued for a while. So am I the only person that likes Smarties? Because it seems like I get them from everybody during Halloween because nobody wants them. Is it just me?
Yeah, it's just you. Okay, so if you buy, the neat thing about here, buy a 10 and you can fill it with all the candy in the barrels, including saltwater taffy. So, yay!
And Smarties. Well, that place was freaking cool.
Mm-hmm. I like feeling like a kid, don't you?
We planned on only going in there and getting one or two things, and we left it with a bag full. But no regrets. Yet.
Never ends up that way when we go there. Just get one thing or two things. I have never been able to walk out of that store with less than 3 or 4 things of candy. Ever.
With feet that refuse to cooperate.
And a hangover that refused to quit. Loudest street in Savannah. Can you tell? Savannah had officially won.
Time to head back to South Carolina, back to reality, and yes, back to that RV repair list.
But first, just a quick nap and maybe some Tylenol.
Alright guys, it's time to get started on replacing our microwave convection oven.
And tell him, we just got back from Savannah. He literally gave me 2 hours off and says, okay, now we're gonna start fixing the RV. So do you guys understand why we needed that weekend? I think it was worth it, don't you?
We just woke up from a nap. And you looked at me and said, I've been a good girl. Please don't make me do this. Okay, so after we removed those grease traps, we were able to find 2 long screws going up at about a 45-degree angle. That should be what holds all of this in place onto the backing plate. So once we unscrew that, it should get very heavy very quick. Oh, not too bad. All right, that one's free. Any ideas, Tabby?
No. No. You're kind of my Mr. Fix-It. I rely on you for that.
Oh, that's kind of odd. This is disconnected on both sides, but I don't think it's just the weight of the actual unit itself holding it up in there. I mean, there's got to be something that's mechanically fastening it. Just gonna keep doing more looking and we'll find it. So previously I looked in this cabinet before to see if there were any vertical bolts coming down from the top, and just like a home would have. And I looked and I didn't see anything, but I'm looking again and actually there's a couple access screws here, and it looks like this little panel might completely come out, and I have a good feeling that there may be bolts hidden down in there. So I'm going to take a look. Hey, worst case scenario, we'll at least get to see what's back here.
That is very true.
Probably a dead mouse.
Don't say that. I'd be so sad.
Come play with me, Riley.
Come play with me, Riley.
Might have a little bit better luck with the fork.
Fork you!
All right, let's see if we can get anywhere without breaking this panel, because it's a pretty tight fit. Oh, it looks like it actually is just a standard 110, and we're gonna have to go through this cabinet to unplug it. What? I'm sure it'll be fine.
Famous last words.
I'm such an idiot. I completely forgot it just had a standard regular plug, because whenever the microwave got fried, I unplugged it out of safety.
You goofball.
And there's the plug undone. At least I was being safe. Just wish I remembered that I did that. So the truth is, regardless, we're going to have to get back here through this panel to be able to take the cord and fish it up through to the outlet. So that's not a big deal. Now we just need to try to see where it bolts up. This quick job just got longer.
Aren't we glad we started this project just a few hours after walking for 48 hours in Savannah and drinking all night last night?
I'm sticking with the schedule. So I didn't know this. Sorry, let me turn off the light for you guys. Let me sit down for a second. So I didn't know this, but there was actually a false bottom on that cabinet. I tried a couple different things. I tried a fork, I tried a knife, a bunch of stuff. Unfortunately, I even chewed up the corner, just a little bit of it, attempting it. At this point, we're getting really hungry, we're getting tired. I'm realizing that I'm gonna have to pull out all of my other tools out of the garage, and I'm exhausted. We had a hell of a weekend, so I think we're gonna throw in the towel for tonight.
We're gonna rewind just a little bit. Let's rewind that clip, Tabby.
And you looked at me and said, I've been a good girl, please don't make me do this. We're gonna wrap it up for the night, go get some food, and continue this in the morning. Piss off, Tabby. And I say that in the most loving way.
To be continued tomorrow. Next week on Recalculating Route.
We survived the storms and tackled our repair list.
Mostly. Now it's time to roll south to Key West and finally kick off our 10,000-mile adventure.
Cue the sarcasm, reroutes, and a whole lot of laughter, because on this route,
nothing ever goes as planned.